Hello, in today's video I'm sharing 10 fantastic products with you that are all under $10 because who doesn't like an amazing affordable treat every now and then? I did a top 10 under $10 video last month. You really seemed to enjoy it, so I figured I would maybe turn this into a series and do it once every month or two. Let me know if you're into that down below. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I would love it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button before the end of this video if you are not already subscribed. Okay, let's go ahead and get into these 10 fantastic drugstore products. I don't get impressed very often by drugstore concealers or correctors or under eye products in general. If you have dry under eyes or texture, fine lines, like I do, no matter your age, I mean, I'm in my mid-40s, but I know there's people that are younger that have dry textured under eyes. And just for reference for this video, I do have oily combination skin, but my under eye area is dry. I've been really impressed with this concealer. I was actually going to save it for my monthly favorites because it is a new product, but I had to go ahead and put it in this video because it's exactly $10 and it just needed to be in here. So this is the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. I have the shade Light. I do feel that the shades are a bit flexible, so they can kind of go up and down several skin tones. I don't usually buy light in concealers like I did this one because I have light medium skin tone, but light worked for me. I wasn't expecting to get much coverage from it because it's a very thin, light, watery consistency, but I was really surprised. It blended out beautifully and covered and brightened instantly. It also left my under eye area really hydrated and just healthy looking. Now, as far as creasing goes, I can't really speak to that because I do have to set my under eye concealer no matter what it is because my anatomy just lends concealer to creasing. But it wears really well, it covers nicely, and it looks natural and feels like nothing all day. So far, I have had excellent luck with two Makeup Revolution under eye products. The first one was in my first video that I did last month, which I will have linked below in the description box, along with all the products in this video, as well as everything that I'm wearing, my jewelry and everything else. I always get asked about my jewelry in these videos. It's always linked. So if you're on mobile, just hit the title below the video to get to that description box. If you're on desktop, look below that title and you'll see the words show more, and you can access everything I talk about in the video. So you may or may not have noticed that over the past several months, maybe even over a year, I have not been painting my nails a lot. They've pretty much been bare in a lot of videos. I took a break from having my nails done with gel polish because they were getting very brittle. However, when I do paint them, whether it's for a video or just for an occasion, I paint them with the Sally Hansen Insta Dry polish. I've talked about this in videos before. I have 4 shades that I will list down in the description box. The shade I have on today is this one called Buff and Tumble. It's probably my favorite, but I do like all 4 that I have. I just think you can't beat it if you want an inexpensive polish that looks like you spent some time on your nails. I can do 1 coat. Sometimes I do 2. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but I don't have to mess with a base coat or a top coat. It dries quickly. I get a really nice look. I've spent very little time or money. Now, it's not going to last me 2 weeks like, you know, those long-lasting polishes, but that's not really the goal. This is for specific reasons that, you know, I just need my nails to look good. These are really, really great buys. For $5, I just think you can't beat them. It's been a minute since I've talked about this BB cream foundation. I feel like it covers more like a light medium foundation rather than a BB cream, even though it's called a BB cream. This is the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin. However, I do have some surface dehydration going on, even though I get oily in my T-zone and I'm pretty normal around the perimeter. But I've worn this a few times, you know, recently, and I've noticed it doesn't emphasize those dry, dehydrated areas that I have on my face. It applies so quickly and easily and gives me light medium to medium coverage that just looks really good on a daily basis. This retails for $9.99, but as with any of the products in this video, you can find them on special a lot depending on where you shop, even if you shop online. I mean, when I was looking at a couple of these products, even at Ulta, they had specials going on. This evens the skin tone nicely and blurs the pores. It doesn't settle in fine lines and keeps me nice and shine free, but in a natural way. It's not a flat matte and it feels really great on the skin. I'm in the shade 530 light medium for reference. If you're interested in any of my foundation or concealer matches, if you think we might be shade twins, I do keep updated lists over on my blog blog, and they are listed in my description boxes. So I have 2 of these on my eyes today, kind of blended on my lid. You guys have been asking me to try these, and I do in fact think they are pretty fantastic. These e.l.f. shadow sticks are $5 a piece, and although I don't think that they're dupes for any of my high-end shadow sticks, I still think that they perform really great and look and wear tremendously. Now, I do lay down an eyeshadow primer. I don't set it first before I apply these. I mean, I just color these on the lid and then blend out the edges. I have so many videos where I show this technique. I'll link a couple of them below right underneath where I list the shadows, and I will list the 3 shades that I have here. The 2 shades that I have on today are Rose Gold on the inner third and Copper Chic on the outer 2/3, or maybe it's half and half. I'm not sure how it ended up blending out. If you have textured lids and you're concerned about some of the eyeshadow sticks being too metallic or glittery or glimmery for your lids, I think you might like these. These have a bit of a sheerness to them. They give you enough time to blend them out. They don't dry down and get all crinkly. They're very flattering to the lids. I haven't found many drugstore products that are super flattering. A lot of them dry down, you know, and just kind of emphasize the texture, and these don't do that. You know, they're not going to give you a super metallic shimmery look, but they do give a really pretty subtle sheen that I'm really impressed with. These give me something a little bit different than what I currently have. I kind of like the sheerness that they give, and you know, you can still see it. It's really pretty and flattering. So, you know, if you're looking for something to experiment with or something that's a little bit different than what you may have, you may want to check these out. I'm pretty picky with lip glosses. I mean, I'm kind of picky with everything, to be honest, but with lip glosses, I like them to have a little bit of substance to them, to feel nourishing, but I don't like them to be super sticky. I like there to be a little bit of slip, but not too much. I don't know, I like the Goldilocks of lip glosses, I guess, even though all the ones that I like seem to be a little bit different in some way. So this one I haven't mentioned in a long time, and I feel like I have maybe less than a handful of drugstore glosses that I really, really love. And this is one that I really love. This retails for $8.49. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Gloss. I have a couple of shades, but we're kind of packing up things around here, and this is the shade that I could find. This is called Blissed Out. I'm not sure if they still make this shade or not, but I'll show you on my lips what it looks like just in case. But this is more about the formula and what I enjoy about it. This does have a little bit of substance to it so that it makes my lips feel nice and moisturized. It makes them look a little bit full and plump. And it does have a little bit of sheen to it, shimmer, but it doesn't leave glimmer particles on my lips because I can't stand that. And it's not sticky. I do like a nice gloss sometimes. I just feel like it makes the lips look really nice. And this is one that I really enjoy. Now, I've had this one for a little bit, but I don't notice a scent. So if you're someone who doesn't like scented glosses, you might like this one. It's got a little bit of a tint to it, but there's still a little bit of sheerness. The doe foot is a nice size too. So for less than $10, you get a really nice gloss that just wears really well and looks really flattering on the lips. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I have the shade Soleil. These retail for $8.49, and I think they're really beautiful. Now, what I find with this is that when you first lay it down on the face, you do see a little bit of glimmer, but when you start buffing it in, that just turns into a luminosity and radiance. I think this is particularly flattering in the spring and summer when you start, you know, wanting a little bit of a glow to the skin, a healthy radiance. Milani baked formulas are just really beautiful, and I know there are several shades of this. This is just, you know, the shade that I have, but the formula is really nice, and I think these are great for under $10. And you know, there's sometimes where I want to reach for this, but I don't want that much luminosity, that much radiance, glimmer, and I'll just dust a finishing powder over the top, which I do have one in this video, so I'll show you that in a second. And it tones it down, but you can still see a little bit of it peeking through. The shades are really nice in this line, and I really think these are great for under $10. Let's go ahead and talk about that finishing powder, because this is somewhat new to the market, and it was a surprise for me. I don't know why exactly it was a surprise, but it was. This is the Essence My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder. Comes in this little tub. Now, it says on here it's supposed to give an instant blur effect with a natural matte finish. There are several shades. Now, you can use this as a setting powder. I prefer it as a finishing powder. I don't really love it underneath my eyes. So it says it's a vegan, ultra fine, silky smooth, loose powder. It fixes makeup and creates a flawless finish all day long. It helps to conceal imperfections and leaves the skin even and mattified. I use the shade Nude just, you know, as a finishing powder after all of my makeup is done to kind of diffuse everything and create an airbrush look. Now I have also used this on its own, just on days where I'm wearing just concealer and kind of no makeup really, just dusting this on to kind of mattify my face. And it does kind of blur and even things without really giving coverage really. It just kind of tints my face a little bit, I guess. This is $6, $5.99, I think. If you're looking for a loose finishing powder or a powder that will mattify your T-zone or blur your pores, it really does a great job with that. It's actually a really nice multitasking, multi-purpose powder. The blush that I have on today, I feel like kind of looks like bronzer when I'm looking in the monitor, but it's actually the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Cinnamon. I do have a couple of other shades of this. This is just the one that I wanted to wear today. I just felt like going for a totally kind of neutral look. Now I apply these the way I do pretty much all of my cream and liquid blushes. I dispense onto the back of my hand and then I swirl my brush into it and then dab onto my cheeks. I just feel like that's a great no-fail way to apply a cream product so that you don't go overboard. But I've been known to dab it on with my fingers. These are $9.99. Flower Beauty, by the way, is at Ulta now. I feel like it was gone for a while and only at Walmart and on the Flower Beauty website, but it's now back at Ulta. Am I wrong about that? I'm not sure, but it is at Ulta. Cream products can be very finicky if you apply them after you've already set your face with powder, and these work beautifully for giving you a lovely glow without disturbing your makeup underneath. They're buildable in that they don't apply too much pigment at once. They let you just build it up to the intensity that you want, and they dry down. They don't remain sticky, so you don't feel like you have a film on your face. You have a lot of flexibility with these for under $10. And I mean, I've never even come close to finishing one of these, and I feel like I've used them pretty consistently. So I think you get a lot of value and just a beautiful product for the money. This mascara has been a constant in my life for a long time, and there are actually several from the brand that have. So I wanted to mention Maybelline Full and Soft. This is the waterproof formula, and this is what I have on my lashes today. I feel like there's a couple of drugstore brands that I always go back to, and this is one of them. Now in the description box beneath this product, I'm going to list a few other Maybelline mascaras that I just consistently rotate, but this is the one that I'm actively using right now, either by itself or beneath a non-waterproof mascara. I have to apply a light layer of waterproof mascara underneath regular mascaras just to hold my curl, because regular mascaras just straighten my curl back out, and I just really like this. It does in fact leave my lashes full and soft, and it gives them a little bit of length too. This is a great mascara, and it runs around $7 or $8, and I feel like there's a lot of Maybelline mascaras that are priced really nicely, and they're just kind of no-fail go-to mascaras for me. This is a product I have put in a dupes video before. It's so good, and it's less than $5 or right at $5. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I will link that dupes video as well. This is a highlight for those of you who want a subtle highlight, a really beautiful dewy looking highlight, who don't want to shine from outer space. I know I reference that a lot when I talk about highlighters, but there's a big difference. This is gorgeous, but it's subtle. I mean, you could wear this for any occasion. You could wear it for work, you could wear it during the day, you could wear it at night, you can build it up, you can leave it subtle. It's a beautiful, great quality highlight for a wonderful price point, and so it had to be in this video. If you have not seen my first top 10 under $10 video, I'll have it linked here for you. I would love to hear any products under $10 that you love that I may not have tried yet. It could show up in a future video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you found this video helpful and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.